In this video, I'd like to talk about mastered for iTunes tracks in the Apple iTunes Store. And what exactly is mastered for iTunes? What does it mean? Is it better quality than normal, regular iTunes tracks? Is it better quality than CDs? Well, the answer to both is potentially yes. Basically, what mastered for iTunes means is that Apple requests the 24-bit source tracks from the studio, and so they get the actual lossless in 24-bit, tracks, and then they actually produce them for iTunes in the AAC 256 kilobits kbps format that you can buy them off iTunes with. So you're sort of cutting out the middleman in a way, because it's not just simply iTunes taking the CD and ripping them into the iTunes Store for you. It's actually iTunes or Apple getting the actual 24-bit tracks from the studio, which is better than CD quality, and then producing an optimized, mastered for iTunes track for you to purchase off iTunes. So in my tests that I have done, it does sound better than CDs, or equivalent to CDs in my opinion, but it has the potential to sound better than some CDs. And certainly it's better than taking the CD and ripping it yourself into iTunes in the normal AAC format. And in many cases, it's even better than a lossless, CD, ripping it in a lossless format. So the other interesting hitch or thing about this is Apple keeps the original 24-bit tracks, the source tracks. So in the future, it is possible that iTunes will maybe eventually release or enable you to download 24-bit lossless high-quality audio directly from the studio, from what's provided to them from the studio. So that's really exciting, and that'll be really cool, and definitely that'll be absolutely better than CD quality. So that's interesting, and hopefully we'll see that in the future, and we can keep our fingers crossed on that. But as far as I'm concerned, mastered, I have no problem buying mastered for iTunes tracks. I think they sound really good. And the other benefit to those is, over lossless tracks, is that the space that they take is a lot less. So they take a lot less space on your computer. The file size is less. So what Apple's been able to do is create a sort of a format that enables CD quality, or sometimes even better than CD quality, in a smaller file format, because the mastered for iTunes file format is not lossless. Whereas if you rip a CD in lossless format, Apple lossless or FLAC or AIFF, the file format is going to be really a lot larger than the iTunes mastered for iTunes file format. So that's really a plus for mastered for iTunes tracks as well. So if you have any questions or comments on this, or have anything to add to the discussion on mastered for iTunes tracks, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in my next video.